The vessel's identity remains etched in memory, fragile but enduring.
Below the South China Sea, a forgotten trade ship from the ancient Silk Road begins to emerge from the darkness.
The remains of a 9th century merchant vessel rest here, frozen beneath centuries of coral and sand.
Ancient ceramics from the Tang dynasty still lie where they fell during the ship's final moments.
Precious trade goods, once bound for distant markets, now rest untouched beneath the sea.
Even the ship's name still clings to the wreck, worn down by centuries of salt and time.
The deep sea's silent guardians still patrol the remains of this ancient journey.
With the darkness receding, the cargo hold reveals what time could not completely erase. Trade coins from ancient empires still whisper of distant lands and forgotten merchants.
The ship's final journey now lies scattered across the ocean floor. The ship's final journey now lies scattered across the ocean floor.
This silent wreck stands as a monument to the ancient Silk Road beneath the sea.
The outer hull reveals scars from the storm that sent this ship to the seabed. Once towering above the waves, the mast now lies buried beneath marine life.
These storage jars once carried goods across oceans and empires.
Precious cargo still glimmers beneath layers of sand and time.
Even the largest residents of the deep claim this ancient ship as their home. The ship's identity remains barely readable after centuries underwater. Every object here tells a story of ancient trade and travel.
Time has turned cargo into part of the reef itself. Currency from distant kingdoms now rests in silent display.
The ancient ship continues to reveal its secrets with every careful pass.
The ship's bow still points toward a journey that was never completed. Marine life has claimed every surface of this ancient vessel. A merchant's valuables still rest where they were last stored.
Delicate trade goods survived centuries beneath the sea. Delicate trade goods survived centuries beneath the sea. The deep's largest residents move silently through this ancient wreck. The heart of the ship still holds the remains of its final cargo.
Currency from ancient trade routes remains locked in the wreck. What once caught the wind now shelters the sea.
The ship's cargo has become part of the reef. This ancient trader rests in eternal silence beneath the waves. Deeper along the hull, more of the ship's final moments come into view.
Even the tightest spaces hide remnants of ancient trade. Even the tightest spaces hide remnants of ancient trade.
Metal fastenings show how this ship was built to cross vast seas.
Trade currency still lies where the cargo hold gave way. silent giants of the deep move through the wreck without fear.
The ship's identity still clings to the wreck, barely legible. Valuables remain hidden beneath layers of time and sand.
The ocean floor holds the scattered story of a lost voyage.
Every artifact here has been shaped by centuries underwater.
The ancient Silk Road ship continues to reveal its silent legacy.
The stern still marks the ship's final position on the seabed. The ship's controls have become part of the reef.
Cargo meant for distant ports now rests in permanent display.
Hidden valuables still lie where merchants last secured them. The deep's silent giants continue to guard this ancient wreck.
Time has nearly erased the ship's name, but not its story.
Every object here holds a fragment of the past.
The mast now stands as shelter for the sea.
Currency from ancient roots lies untouched by modern hands.
The ship's final journey remains preserved beneath the sea. The deck reveals where the crew once moved during the ship's final moments.
Even everyday items remain locked in place by time and tide. Fastenings still mark where cargo was once secured. Trade money remains scattered where the hold gave way. The ship's ancient pathways are now patrolled by silent giants. The vessel's identity still clings to its worn timbers.
Hidden trade valuables remain sealed beneath the sea.
The ocean floor traces the path of the ship's final break apart.
The ancient ship remains a silent witness to a lost trade route.
The center of the ship reveals how the hull finally gave way.
Even sealed spaces hold the remains of ancient cargo.
Metalwork still marks where crates once opened and closed. Trade currency continues to surface from the wreckage.
The deep's quiet giants still move through the ship's remains.
The ship's name endures, barely visible through centuries of growth.
Hidden valuables still wait beneath the sand.
The wreckage spreads across the ocean floor like a frozen moment in time.
Life now thrives on what the ship left behind.
The ancient trader remains preserved in silent darkness. The ancient trader remains preserved in silent darkness.
The ship's spine still rests firmly in the sand below. Even beneath the hull, remnants of cargo remain trapped. The smallest fittings still mark how goods were secured for travel. Coins once exchanged across empires now lie fused by the sea.
The deep's quiet giants still patrol the wreck's darkest spaces.
The Schiphol name remains a fragile link to its past.
Trade treasures still rest where they were last stored. The ocean floor traces the ship's final path.
Every artifact has become part of the living reef.
The ancient Silk Road ship continues to rest in silent shadow.
The bow still faces the direction of a journey that never ended.
Time has sealed even the smallest cargo in stone and coral.
The ship's fittings still mark where ropes once held the vessel steady. Currency from ancient routes continues to surface from the wreck.
The silent giants of the deep still claim this ship as their home.
The ship's name remains a fragile trace of its identity.
Trade valuables still lie hidden beneath the wreckage.
The ocean floor tells the story of the ship's final break apart.
Life continues to shape every artifact left behind. The ancient trader remains preserved in silent darkness.
The midsection shows the full weight of the ocean's passage over centuries. Even the smallest spaces hold remnants of a long-lost cargo.
Metalwork still tells of how goods were secured for distant voyages. Ancient coins remain scattered, frozen in their watery tomb.
Silent guardians continue to roam the wreck's passageways.
Ancient treasures are revealed beneath layers of sand and time.
The wreck spreads across the ocean floor like a frozen moment in history.
Even the smallest objects carry the weight of centuries.
The ancient Silk Road ship rests undisturbed, a silent witness to history beneath the waves.